Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Valheim. I did say I'd be making a two-handed video, and I guess this is going to be it. There's only 4 two-handed weapons that I actually know of in this game that you can acquire yourself, obviously, without cheats. Sorry. And well, 3 of them are which are in-game items, and 1 is very early. But this is 4, okay? That's all I could find was these 4. So we know that one of them, which is the Stag Breaker, is not going to do very well. Although it does do pierce and blunt, and the rest only do like 1 specific. But this does double damage. But it's still not nowhere near as good. But we're just going to show you some numbers. Some of these have two attacks, so the secondary and a primary attack, and some don't. So we're just going to go through each one to see what the damage is best at. So to start off, we're going to start off with Stag Breaker. And 41. And remember, all of this is AoE damage as well. So if I spawned in another training dummy. It would damage them both at the same time. So, really low numbers. So on average about 20. Some highs of 50, but an average of 20 this. And these training dummies, I think they are in-game training dummies, so they're like really resistant. We're going to go move now to the Attica, whatever this is called. So this has a primary attack and a secondary attack, which is really cool. So 50s. So they're not too great, to be fair. 60. Although my polearms is not up, so none of my two-hand skills are up. So you just got to bear that in mind. It might be different for you. Today we're just blocking out at about 50. 60, 2 60s there, so yeah, on average about 50 I would say. And then the special does yeah, it's not that great, to be fair. I thought it would have been a lot better than that, but it's not. And it drains stamina so bad. No, I haven't eaten anything either, which is probably not a good thing, but yeah. So about 70 on the swing, on the secondary, and about, how many did I say, 50? Yeah, 50 on the stab, and 60-70 on the swing. So not too good. Now we're moving on to the Iron Warhammer, I think this is. Iron Sledge, sorry. I've just got like Warhammer in my head. So this does just like the Stag Breaker. It's basically just an iron version of the Stag Breaker, but without pierce. So these are exactly the same numbers twice, no different. It's kind of weird because the numbers are quite varied as well. So about an average of 50 on this too, and these are all level 4 as well. These are all been fully upgraded, so it's a bit weird. They're a bit weak, to be honest with you. I'm sure this does a mace as well, so, and my mace is quite high. So on average, this does about 52. Yeah, so 45. It's a bit rubbish. 50 there, so about 50 on this. The Attica has kind of taken it so far, but then we're moving on to the War Axe, or whatever this is, Battle Axe. And this has 2 attacks, so this has that. This must do 2 damage. It should really do 2 bouts of damage. It should do blunt for that and swing for this, slash damage for this. So secondary about 30 maybe. Oh no, 25-ish. Yeah, on average about 25 on the secondary. I don't know what that does. I don't know if it staggers them or something because these don't move. I can't really tell. But I would assume that that staggers the opponent. So just bear that in mind if you ever do use a two-handed battle axe. And then we'll move on to the... And I think this does double damage too. Yeah. Or most do double damage anyway. Or AoE attack, sorry, not double damage. So on average this does about, let's say about 55, 60, which still isn't good. I need to get my stamina up, it's annoying. So on average, I'd say the axe does about 50-60 damage on its primary attack, which is not that good compared to the Attigar that does 50 and 70. So yeah, it looks like the Attigar is going to take it for the two-handed. 115. Wow. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Wait a minute, let's see if we get another 115. Let's get my stamina back up. It's getting there, it's getting there. Damn. Who's that? Oh, should have jumped. I need my stamina. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I would say the Attigar takes it overall, does about 50, 60, well, 50, 60 on its primary, and then it does about an overall of 70-ish on its secondary. And the secondary on this is so weak, it's not even it's pointless even like trying to compare them. But if you manage to pull off all three of the primary attack on the battle axe, I suppose it would be a lot easier because you do get a higher number, but it just depends, I suppose, on your axe ability, on your axe skill. So like here was 92, whereas the Attigar I don't think is that higher when you get all three. Or not. Okay, that's just called it basically. I want to see what backstab does. Yeah, so the Attigar, the black metal Attigar takes two-handed for me. It's got the better swing secondary attack, and it's got the much better forward primary attack. More consistent as well, and it seems to not take as much stamina as the battle axe does, and it takes so long to swing them. I suppose the only good thing about the battle axe is that you could probably stagger people with it. But yeah, this is miles better than the battle axe in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I said I'd do a two-handed one, and I know it's only gone like 10 minutes in, but this is all there is two-handed wise in the game as of now. There is no other two-handed I can think of. There's some specials, but I don't think we'll do them because they're only for like getting sea serpents and stuff. So, which is the abyssal harpoon, if you didn't know. But that kind of falls onto the category of spears. So we're not going to be doing a spears video because it's just we've already done a one-handed melee, and it didn't. No spear did fall into that category at all. For me, anyway. I don't know if any of you prefer the spears, but like I said in the last video, if you throw a spear, you're in a boss battle or something, and you're going to try and climb through hordes of people or monsters to get to it, you're not going to be able to pick it back up. So, and they're quite expensive to make too. So, but each to their own, I suppose. The black metal Attigar takes it for the two-handed for me. If you prefer, I don't really know anyone that does do two-handed main, but if you do, then you prefer something else, then that's entirely up to you. But I just thought I'd show you the damage numbers on each two-handed, like there, 2 to 120. It's just miles better than the battle axe in my opinion. But the only good thing about the battle axe is that you can actually chop down trees with it. So you could use it as a tool and a weapon, I suppose. So there's a plus side to that if you wanted to go out hunting or taking logs and stuff. So that's, yeah. But yeah, that's going to be all about it for this video. I know it's really been short. I don't really know what else to do for the two-handed, unfortunately, because there's only a short amount of them in the game. I'm not going to be doing a bows video because we all know what best bow is, which is the Drogothane. I don't really know what else to do, but if you could leave a comment in the comment section of this video or the previous video that I've done about the melee weapons, about what you'd like to see or what you need help with, that would be very appreciated. But yeah, all I can ask now is that you leave a like and maybe subscribe to the channel, because I'm at 200 now and I'm going to be doing a 200 subscriber special, maybe for Overwatch, because Overwatch is my biggest game and I love Overwatch. But yeah, if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. And I'll maybe catch you next time. Bye bye.